Hello and welcome to the channel. My name's Annalisa and this is going to be my January writing vlog. I'm doing monthly vlogs right now as I try to complete my work in progress so that I can have it edited in April. It is currently the 7th of January. Not much of note has happened except that I got on a cleaning kick. I was cleaning my room and then I got on a kick to handle some other business, which was to go through some old papers and photo albums that had been coated in smoke during our fire that happened 5 years ago. These are not from my current story. This is from what I was writing when I was a teenager. That's a city map. And then with some notes. And then this is a map of the whole country that my characters are in. And then this is the map of the whole continent. That story is currently on the back burner because it is a fantasy story with a little bit of romance in it. A lot of very strong friendships and found family. But the fantasy plot is very important and I am not great at fantasy plot. So I want to get more practice putting that into my romance stories before I actually go back and try to accomplish my very grand ideas for this series. It's supposed to be a quintuplet, five books. Not totally one overarching narrative, it's more episodic than that. Then I have something else fun to show you, which is illustrations. These are some of my characters. This is the main character. Her name's Aria. This is one of her best friends, Elise. They're both mages, as you can see from the fact that she's floating and she's having some water magic go around her while she does a flip. This is Annabelle. She is a non-magic sword user. She is the only human non-elf, or non-elf because the rest of them are all elves, in this group. This is Lynn, who is one of my favorite characters. So this is Julian, and this is Eric, who is Lynn's sister. Julian is Aria's sister, the main character. This is Aiden, who is another childhood friend of Aria's. And this is Maria, who Aria meets when she's 16. And Maria is another of my favorite characters. But I really like all of them. I've worked the least on Julian, but I'm starting to figure out what's up with him. Fortunately, those things were tucked up amongst each other, so they were not able to be accessed by the smoke very much. So I can pretty much just save them entirely and not have to like throw away the covers or anything. So that's nice. I have met my goal every day so far in January, so that's nice. My goal for words a day, which is 400. Trying to reach 10,000 by the end of the month. And that's my update for today. Hey there! So I realized that it's like January 27th and I've only recorded one clip for this vlog, but I got a little stressed and busy this month. So the writing numbers are not quite up to where they were last month. We are still barely on track, but I did get stuck at a point and then I got unstuck, but I was too tired to write, so little difficulty. But so today, in order to make up for the lack of writing content, today I also want to show you my ducks.
It's gone up.
Yeah, it has.
What is it now?
It's 20.
It was
14.
Get my water bucket for me.
Yep. didn't eat their food. Ooh. No, they didn't.
Are they alright?
Yes, they're quacking.
They look pretty good. Pretty perky.
You do.
Okay.
Yep. This is their house. When it's cold, we shut them in at night. Otherwise, we let them be in this big cage at night. And we have this lifted up so the air can escape with chicken wire so that nothing can get in there. But we covered half of it with plastic so the ventilation wouldn't be too much. Because they have to have some because they produce a lot of water. But not too much because then it's cold. And we lift up this end to scoop the poop and stuff some hay in here to get rid of the draft there. Here's what the inside looks like after scooping. We use pine shavings as they seem to work really well and they soak up the water almost like cat litter. As you can see, they get very hesitant about approaching the water. We moved it about a month ago to get it to kind of ease them into eventually using that tub back there. That's what it looks like when they drink. It's very cute. But eventually we like them to use that tub back there, especially when it gets warmer. Right now it's not full. But that way both of them can bathe at the same time. This one only fits one duck at a time. So the pure black one is named Zebedee, and the one with the white on his chest / neck is Gaius. We were watching The Chosen when we got them and picked out the names. Gaius is definitely a little bit more dominant and more takes on a leadership role. Zebedee's a bit more of a follower. And Gaius does dominate the swimming pool, but Zebedee does eventually sneak in and get his turn, so it all works out in the end. We figured out they were both boys. We wanted girls, obviously, for the eggs. And we didn't want to mix because if you have too few women ducks with the guy ducks will harass, sometimes to death, the girl ducks. So fortunately enough, we ended up with the same sexes, and they're both boys, which we figured out because they have very distinctive, when they grow up, the boys get little twirly tail feathers. I don't know if you noticed that, but at the end of their little pointy bottoms, they have little curls, which are very cute. But they're also apparently distinctively means they're boy ducks. They will still fulfill the purpose of eating the bugs in my garden and providing fertilizer, which is what we got them for. And yes, you would think that they would need a heat lamp or at least a light bulb or something in their little house, but it is highly recommended on all the duck websites not to get them one of those, that they should be left to warm up their little house with their body heat. And so far they seem perfectly healthy doing that. These are my first set of ducks, and I've never even had chickens before, so we are learning as we go. On another note, I finally got a tower computer, and generally more computing space than a laptop, and therefore needed to play a lot of PC games. That's another thing I've been distracted from writing with, because I've been playing some games and having a lot of fun. I have at least been listening to audiobooks while I do this, so my reading wrap-up will be a little beefier than it would be otherwise. So far this month I have written 9,500 words, and there are 3 days left of the month, so I think I will be able to hit 10,000. Today I hit my goal of 400 words, and I am on a 9-week streak. And I'm now on a chapter called Witch Battle, which is chapter 12. My total word count is now 27,900. My goal is 50,000, and so I'm going to close out the vlog now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!